Hello and welcome back to Trend What 777. So we finally have someone who has been severely injured. So I am going to read about a SoCal ICE protester. He was blinded by federal agent during a rally in OC. And this is a story by Kate Schuster. I don't see the newspaper. Okay, so he was out protesting in Santa Ana, California. A 21-year-old a 21-year-old protester was left permanently blind after a Department of Homeland Security agent fired a non-lethal round at close range during an anti-ICE rally in Orange County last week. The family of the victim told the Los Angeles Times. Okay, so shout out to the Los Angeles Times. I guess this is their paper. Jerry Reese told the Times that her nephew narrowly escaped death after undergoing 6 hours of surgery. Doctors found shards of plastic, glass, and metal embedded in his eyes and around his face, including a metal piece lodged 7 millimeters from a carotid artery. Wow. Okay, doctors didn't want to remove the shrapnel near that artery, fearing that it could kill him. That could have cost him his life, she told the newspaper, adding that the next 6 weeks he will have to resist sneezing or coughing because it could do a lot of damage. Oh, Father, in the name of Jesus, I pray that he does not have the urge to sneeze or cough. Sky Jones, who is transitioning and uses the pronoun he, suffered a fractured skull around his eyes and nose, in addition to losing his vision in his left eye, the newspapers reported. The protest unfolded on Friday after the fatal shooting of Renee Good in Minnesota by an ICE agent. Footage shared on X, formerly Twitter, shows a struggle between agents and protesters who had thrown safety cones toward the agents who were guarding a federal building in Santa Ana. At least one agent appears to shoot non-lethal rounds, hitting one person in the leg before striking a protester in the face. And I'm going to show you a video coming up of what happened when he was shot in the face. In this video, I will come back, and after I show you the other video, I will show you this video following that. Okay, that person is seen dropping to their knees, holding their face, and the same agent that drags the protester by the hood of their jacket. The protester appears to be choking as they are dragged, grasping the collar of their jacket as blood pours from one eye. Reese told the Times that her nephew says the agents pressed his face against a pool of blood and did not immediately call paramedics. The other officers were mocking him, saying, "You're going to lose your eye," she said. Okay, so now we're going to start talking about Good. Good was killed Wednesday in Minneapolis after 3 immigrants and custom enforcement officers surrounded her Honda Pilot SUV on a snowy street a few blocks from her home. Video taken by bystanders show an officer approaching the SUV stopped across the middle of the road, demanding the driver to open the door and grabbing the handle. The vehicle began to pull forward to flee, and a different ICE officer standing in front of it pulls his weapon and immediately fires at least 2 shots at close range, jumping back as the vehicle moves toward him. Good was unarmed. Okay, so this article, okay, that's another, all right, appeared first in Orange County. Okay, so we're going to go over here, and first we're going to watch this video. Here we go.
Year-old victim attended a rally Friday night in Santa Ana to protest the deadly shooting of Renee Good in Minneapolis.
During the protest, they were shot point-blank range with a less than lethal rubber bullet, resulting in life-changing injuries. KTLA's Mary Beth McDade is live in Orange County, where the victim's family and friends are demanding a stop to the violence and justice. MB.
Hi there, you guys. Yes, I spoke with Kay's father, who tells me that Kay has been released from the hospital and was out to dinner with friends when he and I were speaking. Now, he says that Kay will be permanently blinded in that eye and that there are still shards of glass, metal, and plastic lodged behind the eye because surgeons were unable to remove them. A group called Dare to Struggle were seen lighting an American flag on fire outside the federal building in Santa Ana Friday night. The far-left activist group were protesting the shooting in Minnesota of Renee Good. At some point, federal agents can be seen pulling a protester out of the crowd and dragging them away. With that, some fellow protesters go after them, including Kay, who was seen.
Right, hold on. Let me move these captions out of the way for a minute and go right back. You can see the moment it happened.
With that, some fellow protesters
right there. See, he grabbed himself and he's going down.
Go after them, including Kay, who was seen earlier near the flag burning. Kay's family and friends say Kay was hit in the eye by an agent's less than lethal round. You can clearly see the blood on Kay's face. Members of Dare to Struggle held a press conference Tuesday to discuss the violent incident and read a letter Kay wrote about their injuries.
I had to get surgery on my eye. I was told that my tear duct was destroyed. My lower eyelid was so messed up that they needed to take skin from my temples to repair it. My eye had sunken, the globe ruptured, and flaps of my eye barely holding on. My skull and eye socket is also fractured beyond repair, which is affecting my sinuses, and I will never see through my left eye again.
Sky Jones was the protester seen being arrested first by agents. Jones wouldn't talk about what led to their arrest.
We're not going to speak to anything beyond our statements about what the officers did.
DHS says that rioters threw rocks, bottles, and fireworks at law enforcement. And Kay's father says that we do need immigration reform and that people should be leaving the country legally, but he says that there must be a civil and humane way to do so. For now, reporting live here in Orange, Mary Beth McDade. We'll send back to you guys in the studio.
Wow. So, let me see what some of the comments are saying here. Okay. You're going to tear, what is that? You're going to leer or just cry? I don't leer. What is that? Okay. They do appear to be slow learners. Okay. Yep, they are. Okay. I don't know what I must have missed something with that. Learn what? Don't protest a fascist regime. Okay, leer, the difference between peaceful protesting and obstruction. Oh, I see. Okay, that's what that is. All right. So that's what leer, the difference between peaceful protesting and obstruction, dear. Otherwise, expect to be met with grossly disproportionate, albeit lawful force, simple as that. I kind of agree there. I do kind of agree. It wasn't peaceful per se because they were setting fire on, I think it was the federal building there. Okay, so what are they obstructing? Ergos. Okay, so they just going back and forth. These people are insane. While the reporter actually said, far left, will she be fired? We are in the find out phase, and it comes with serious consequences. And the last comment that I'm going to read, this is why trust in the media is at an all-time low. All right. Okay, so I'm going to go back over here. I don't understand. What did I miss that leer? What did that come in at? I might have to go back and watch it. So Now, I'm going to watch this video right here. And this is I think, no, that's not the related. So this is Fox 5 Atlanta.
Well, protesters quickly took to the streets in Minneapolis after an ICE agent shot and killed Renee Good.
Now, a week later, unrest remains across the city as tensions also build in the nation's capital.
Good Day's Alex Whitler is at the Fox 5 Live Desk with more.
Yeah, good morning to both of you. Local and federal officials are challenging each other over how effective immigration operations have been in Minnesota. Some Democrats have been pushing for charges in this case, but the Justice Department came out and said it doesn't believe there's any basis to open a civil rights investigation. An Associated Press report says the department's Civil Rights Division was informed it will not be involved in this investigation. On Tuesday, multiple prosecutors resigned from the local U.S. Attorney's Office, citing concerns over the investigation into Renee Nicole Good's death.
We should not continue to fund agencies that operate with impunity.
Our ICE operation in Minnesota, for example, is finding hundreds of killers, violent predators.
Over on Capitol Hill, members of the Congressional Progressive Caucus said they won't vote for any funding bills supporting immigration enforcement. The FBI is still investigating to determine whether that ICE agent acted in self-defense, but many people are now calling for President Trump to end his immigration crackdown. It certainly won't be the last we hear of this. Back to you.
All right, Alex.
No, it definitely won't be the last we hear of this. In fact, he's sending more troops and more troops and more troops. And instead of diffusing the situation, he's just making it, it's like he's just making it worse. He's not doing anything for peace, but he want to try to get peace in other countries, but he can't get peace right here in his own backyard. So he's going backwards. Yeah, but so if y'all going out there protesting, just be prepared that anything could happen, because this regime, this administration, and their ICE agents is just totally off the hook. Be careful, be vigilant, and be safe. Absolutely be safe. So I will see you in my next video. Y'all be blessed. And oh yeah, shout out to my new subscribers. Yeah. All right, thank you. So I'll be seeing you as well in my next video. Y'all be blessed, and I'm out.